Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's SharpHookzTV. In this episode, I'm going to be doing a review and give my first impressions on the Eskimo 450 XD ice shelter. I'm going to go over key features like the material, the window, full-length non-trip door, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to set it up and take it down. Okay, so I'm going to get it out of the bag and set it up. So a lot of people have issues with the bag not being a side zipper bag, which would have been great. But I mean, it is what it is. It could be done. This is how I would do it. Got the cinch strap. Keeps it tight. When you're on the ice, as soon as you take this off, you definitely want to put it somewhere safe so it doesn't blow across the lake. Put it underneath something heavy. And you just, of course, roll out your tent. Start with the side. You go ahead and pop all the sides out. So that's all the sides. Just got to go in there and pop up the roof. Just like that. I'm going to spin it around. There. That took like 2 minutes, 3 minutes? About 2-3 minutes. My first time, honestly, ever opening this tent up. But there you go. Okay. So now the poles for the door, just to make it more rigid and sturdy. Come with me. You just take them like so. They got a stretchy cord. Yeah, it's got these little pockets. There's the bottom one. Push it down into there. And then for the top, obviously the same thing. Kind of got to bend the pole to get it in there. No, there, it's in. Do the other one. I'm going to try and do the top first this time. Might be a little easier. For the top. Then the bottom. There you go. And that way your door is just, yeah, it's just more rigid. Alright, so the stakes comes in a little bag like that. There's 6 there. 6 of these bad boys. And 2 straps. 2 like cinch style ratchet kind of buckle straps. So one thing I've seen when I was researching was Eskimo doesn't give you like enough straps for the side anchor points. If it's too windy and you don't want your sides getting blown in, you would have to take the strap and anchor it to the ice. So these 6 that it comes with is obviously for the 6 anchor points down below that goes all the way around the tent. So I'm gonna have to purchase a couple more of those because you're gonna need that, especially on windy days, and it's usually windy on lakes. So, and again, this is for people who just don't know. A lot of you who already ice fish and who are experienced, you guys know this, but for the ones who don't know, you have the snow skirt on the outside, this extra piece of fabric here. So that's for when you go on the ice, you just shovel snow up onto your skirt to give your tent more insulation so no wind is coming up and underneath. So that's pretty much what that's for. So now I'm going to go over some of the features now that I got it popped up. So clearly you have the full length non-trip style door. On older shelters, it's the half moon door, which this still has it at the back. I'll show you when we get in. But for this front door, got these nice YKK zippers on both sides. It's like a double zipper kind of thing. Boom. You got your Velcro right here. And you got a Velcro patch obviously right there to hold that open. So if you come inside, it's clearly very spacious, especially for, you know, like 2 guys to be fishing. And if you're just alone and you're doing some camping and you got a cot and, you know what I mean, your equipment and a table, it's really nice. I'm 6'1" and I'm standing up without arching, as you can see. So got good clearance for the height. You got your mesh pockets to throw your jackets or your bibs, your gloves, your hat, anything you want. People usually put clothing in there so it could dry. We got the ventilation flaps for when you're running your heater or if you're cooking inside. You got one there, another one here, you got 2. You could see, I'm pretty sure you could probably see on the camera the quilted material. That's the insulated fabric that the Eskimo uses. It feels really good. Like, it's like I said, it's somewhat windy today, and like being in here right now, I don't feel the wind. You don't feel it, you don't hear it. It's good. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 windows. They're Velcro as well, if you want to let even more air in. Or if you ever need to change them, because sometimes they get fogged up or whatever, salty. So that's nice. This is the old school ice shelter doors that I was explaining, the little half moon. It's great to have this as a backup one, but from what I've like seen, a lot of people say they just never use this one. But you never know. I mean, you might use this. So it's got the same thing, the Velcro over there, Velcro's to the outside. But as I was saying, one of the main features people love about these shelters, I mean, Otter has it too, and Clam, just a lot of the newer generation shelters, is the full-size door. Because imagine going through this when it's like cold and you got all your gear and your bibs on. It's like a tripping hazard, right? And with the full door, it allows you to just drag your sled straight in, or your cot, or all of your gear. So that's great. That's one thing I really love about it. Almost forgot to mention, you got a little storage pocket there, and another one right there on that side. Pretty much the key features of this tent. Not much more to go over. I mean, it does have this hub style system. So Eskimo has a bunch of little accessories that attach to these hubs. It's like on all the joints. And you could put rattle reels, rod holders, lights. So that's great too. Yeah, my first impressions on this tent after setting it up, I honestly love it. I don't really see too many things wrong with it. You know, it's spacing wise, this is going to be enough for me for sure. And if I bring a buddy with me to fish, we definitely would have enough space. And just being sheltered from the wind in this insulated tent is going to be great for those really cold days and windy days. I had the Bass Pro XPS 6x12 tent. It was a rectangular shape and it was non-insulated. That was my first tent, me first getting into fishing, you know, just being new to stuff and kind of like very just anxious to wanting to ice fish. I just got that tent. It was on sale at Bass Pro. So I experienced that it not being insulated, it's cold in there. It's still cold. Like you're pretty much running your heater at all times. And, you know, for one guy, it was too big. The weight of this tent, it's not too bad. I can't really give you the exact details. I don't remember what it specifies on the box. I think it's around like 40 to maybe 50 pounds max, and it's not too bad. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna be doing a part 2 to this video, like a dry run setup style, and I just want to quickly go over, like, you could definitely fit a cot in here. As you can see, you could fit a cot, you could fit a table. Even if you want to bring your sled inside, you can have your holes, your fish finder, your stove, good amount of things that you could fit in here, you know, to your preference. Everyone has a different setup style, and I will be going over that in my setup video, part 2 of this. I'm really impressed with this tent, and I could just tell that it's going to be great on the ice. It's really gonna make a difference. It's really gonna be a game changer. All right, so we're gonna take her down, pack her away. So one little tip, you might want to just obviously have the doors closed and have the windows closed up. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. It just helps when you're packing it away. It makes it so that it folds up cleaner. And of course, take the poles out of the door. You can't close it without doing that. We got that out. So for popping it down, leaving the roof till last helps you bring it down easier. You just pop in all the sides. So yeah, close the door. So yeah, keeping the roof up just keeps it structured while you're popping it. The sides in just helps. There you go. Then you can pop the roof in. And you can see that it just already wants to fold onto itself. You just fold all the sides in. To where it's kind of like a diamond like that. Now, get your cinch strap. This is how I used to do my other tent. Place it on the ground. Then you want to roll up the sides here. So roll up one side. Kind of brace your knees onto it. And roll this side just over onto this side. Kind of thing. Get it as compressed as you can. Put it on your cinch strap. Tighten it. Tighten it as much as you can. Drop it. And get it into the bag. You're gonna have to just kind of slip it on, drag it as much as you can. If you're alone, like, this is obviously how you're gonna be doing it. Once you get it in a bit, you just pick it up, pull it down. And that's it. Put your stuff inside, your stakes and your poles. Pick it up, just pull your drawstring tight, and there it is, packed away. That took like probably 5 minutes. It's not too bad, it doesn't take too long. And then once you do that, throw it on your sled or whatever and bring it back to shore. Okay, so yeah, there you have it. Set it up, took it down, gave you guys the key features and my first impressions. I really like it. I'm pretty sure it's going to be great for my needs. Spacious enough and, you know, sturdy, and I'm just happy it's insulated. Definitely a big upgrade from my old tent. Stay tuned. I'm going to be doing a setup video of how I'm going to be, like basically my floor planning on the inside, how I'm going to set it up for ice camping. Yeah, got some more videos on the way. Remember, keep them hooks sharp, keep your minds even sharper. This is Daddy's house, Daddy's tent. No, I want to go there. You want to go home? Hey. I want to go there. You want to go home inside? No. You want to go up there? Yeah. Oh my gosh, baby, Daddy's doing something.